Every one of the top 10 universities in the world offers something special. It could be ancient history, a campus culture that excites you every day, extraordinary power and influence, the energy of a great city, or superb efficiency. Let's find out.
Number 10, California Institute of Technology. According to QS rankings, Caltech is among the best universities in the world, even though it looks different from most others. It is a research institute and training ground for future scientists, accepting no more than 2,500 students at a time. Caltech ranks highly because of major scientific discoveries. These include the first detection of gravitational waves and space research through NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. The campus in Pasadena, near Los Angeles, is large and green, with research buildings spread far and wide. With so few students, this place is normally very quiet. If you make it into Caltech, which is almost impossible, you had better love STEM. Science and engineering drive this place. All first-year students take the same core subjects in mathematics, physics, chemistry, and computing. Philosophy and history are compulsory as well, since these subjects also benefit future scientists.
Number 9, University College, London. UCL is a large metropolitan university built into the City of London. It was founded in 1826 to expand elite education in England beyond Oxford and Cambridge. UCL is the largest of the top 10 universities in terms of student numbers. Around 46,000 students attend the uni, most coming from abroad. The majority of internationals are from countries such as China, India, the US, and Hong Kong. Famous people educated here include Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone, and Francis Crick, who co-discovered the structure of DNA. Studying at UCL places you in Bloomsbury, an inner-city area of central London. This part of the city is filled with hospitals, libraries, and student housing rather than offices or nightlife. Living and studying here means walking the streets of London. The academic buildings are clustered together, but not separate from the city. Soho is nearby and offers restaurants, cafes, and nightlife. UCL offers a full curriculum but has a particular strength in health and medicine. Students choose UCL because it combines an elite education with city life. There are no colleges here or old university traditions. Students live nearby or commute, often relying on the London Underground.
Number 8, National University of Singapore. NUS is the top university in Asia, competing in world rankings with old English universities, the top schools in America, and other education powerhouses. The story of NUS is amazing when you consider how it has sprung out of a small island. Singapore is an island nation with a land area of just over 700 square kilometers and a population of around 6 million. It has no natural resources. Education became the country's main long-term advantage, and NUS has thrived despite the geographic limits. Around 36,800 students study here, with more than 2/3 doing bachelor degrees. Just over 14,000 students are international, many studying master's degrees and PhDs. A major advantage for Singapore is that English is normally spoken. It is the working language in schools, universities, business, and government. Courses at NUS are taught in English, so international students don't face a language barrier. Academically, NUS is well-rounded rather than specialized. It is strongest in engineering and computer science, medicine, and business and public policy. The campus is large and self-contained, with academic buildings, student residences, sports facilities, and food courts. Many students live on campus, especially in the early years. Living in Singapore is intense, but also highly efficient. The city is clean and well organized. Public transport runs smoothly, and students are very safe here. International students are able to mix easily. Many arrive knowing no one, so social groups form quickly around classes, shared accommodation, and having meals together.
Number 7, ETH Zurich. Also known as the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology, ETH Zurich is a technology-focused university. You could consider it the European equivalent of MIT in America. ETH Zurich is a public university funded by the Swiss federal government. It consistently ranks among the world's best for engineering, computer science, mathematics, and physics. Famous people associated with ETH Zurich include Albert Einstein, who studied and later taught here, along with more than 20 Nobel Prize winners. Around 22,000 students study here. Slightly more than half already have a degree. Most bachelor degrees are taught in German and mainly to Swiss students, while master's programs are largely taught in English and geared towards foreign students. Tuition fees are low by global standards. Swiss students pay around 1,460 Swiss francs per year, while international students pay just over 4,000 francs. Being a student here is demanding. First-year courses are known for high failure rates, particularly in engineering and science. Some students describe the early stages as a filter and not just development. Student life in this famous Swiss city, known for banking, revolves around study. Long hours in labs, libraries, and group problem-solving sessions are common. ETH is less about campus culture and more about precision performance. But venturing outside allows you to enjoy a green, walkable city with mountain views.
Number 6, University of Cambridge. Cambridge gives its students an intense learning experience. Each week, you, and possibly another student, meet with a supervisor to explain your ideas. Your thinking will be constantly challenged. The uni is one of the oldest in the world. It was founded in 1209, over 100 years after nearby Oxford University. Cambridge is part of a small English city north of London with the same name. Famous people who have studied or worked here include Isaac Newton, Charles Darwin, and Stephen Hawking. As you might be able to tell, the uni is strong in science, mathematics, and engineering. Only 23,000 students go here, with just over 7,000 from abroad. University life is organised around the college you join. Every student belongs to one of 31 colleges. Students often say their college becomes their whole world, since you live, dine, socialise, and even learn there. Because the city of Cambridge is small and flat, most students walk, cycle, or scooter everywhere, often bumping into people they know.
Number 5, Harvard University. Harvard is the richest university on earth and arguably the most powerful. Its endowment exceeds $50 billion. That money is used to fund research activities and elite education. Harvard was founded in 1636, making it the oldest university in the United States. Over centuries, wealth accumulated through alumni donations and philanthropic gifts and built by long-term investment. Famous people who studied here include John F. Kennedy, Barack Obama, and Mark Zuckerberg. Harvard alumni are heavily represented in US politics, law, finance, and media. Only around 24,000 students study at Harvard, and 68% are postgraduates, meaning the uni awards relatively few bachelor degrees. Just over 6,000 students are from abroad. Harvard is located in Cambridge, Massachusetts, alongside MIT. This is part of the Boston area, just across the river from the city centre. Academic buildings are spread across several precincts, mixed in with hospitals, courts, startups, and government agencies. Undergraduate students live in residential houses. Each one has its own dining hall, common spaces, and social life. For many students, their house becomes central to daily life. Harvard's real power comes from its graduate schools, such as the Law School, Business School, Medical School, and the Kennedy School of Government. These schools train future judges, ministers, CEOs, and policy designers.
Number 4, University of Oxford. Oxford is the oldest university in the English-speaking world. Instruction was happening here by the late 11th century, when everyday life was very different. Oxford is not a campus university. It is part of the city of Oxford, about an hour northwest of London. The city has a population of around 160,000. Lecture rooms, libraries, labs, and student housing are spread throughout the city centre, among stone buildings and narrow streets. Around 22,000 students study here. Just over half are doing bachelor degrees. Roughly 40% are international, with large numbers coming from the United States, China, India, and Europe. The uni has many famous professors and alumni. Much of the Lord of the Rings fantasy series was written by J.R.R. Tolkien while researching and teaching at Oxford. Student and academic life is organised around colleges. Every student belongs to one of the more than 40 assembled. Your chosen college handles accommodation, meals, and study support. At Oxford, most learning happens through solo effort, backed up by small group tutorials. Students read widely, develop arguments, and defend them in discussion, rather than being coached step by step. Oxford is especially strong in medicine, life sciences, and the humanities. It regularly ranks at the very top for medical research. Student life depends on your college and friends, but it's certainly not only about study. Social gatherings and club activities happen regularly. Most students walk, cycle, or scooter everywhere because of the compact layout and the old-fashioned lanes.
Number 3, Stanford University. Stanford is the kind of university that only America could produce. The campus occupies a large part of Silicon Valley in California, surrounded by tech companies and startups. It's all about innovation, enterprise, and thinking big. Around 17,500 students study here, which is not many considering the massive campus covers more than 8,000 acres. There is plenty of space. Stanford has been integral to the rise of Silicon Valley. Companies such as Google, Hewlett-Packard, Netflix, and Instagram were founded by students or staff. Well-known alumni include Elon Musk, who studied here before going on to build global companies. Stanford is strongest in areas tied closely to technology and industry, such as engineering, computing, business, and medicine. The campus has just about everything a student needs. Academic buildings, student accommodation, hospitals, sports facilities, and food options are all inside the campus boundary. Many students choose to live on campus for a large part of their degree. Social life is organised around residences and student groups. With thousands of students living on the same site, parties, events, performances, and talks are common.
Number 2, Imperial College, London. Imperial is a surprise entry at the second position in QS World University Rankings. The QS method favours unis with lots of mentions in scientific journals, and that's where the college excels. Imperial actually avoids arts and humanities altogether, concentrating instead on science, engineering, medicine, and business. Around 20,000 students study here, with about half coming from overseas. Demand for places is strong from countries such as China, India, and across East Asia, where technical degrees are highly valued. The campus is in South Kensington, a central part of London. It's compact and surrounded by museums. Hyde Park and Kensington Gardens are a short walk away. Imperial has some famous alumni. One is Alexander Fleming, whose work led to the discovery of penicillin. Brian May from the rock band Queen completed a PhD in astrophysics here, researching interplanetary dust in the solar system. Imperial students generally live across inner London. South Kensington Underground Station is a short walk from campus and connects to central London and Heathrow Airport.
Number 1, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. MIT is the very best university in the world according to QS rankings. What makes this institute stand out is academic leadership. MIT brings students into the cutting edge of high-value research. It is a well-rounded uni that excels in many areas. MIT is located in the city of Cambridge, across the river from downtown Boston. It shares the area with Harvard University. The campus runs along the Charles River and blends into the city. Only around 11,700 students study here. Fewer than 5,000 are bachelor students. That makes MIT very hard to get into, especially if you're going for your first degree. The campus is large and offers a well-rounded experience whenever you want to break from study. Along with student accommodation, food outlets and sports facilities, the campus hosts significant museums and galleries. MIT is strongest in engineering, physics, and computing. Unlike many universities, bachelor degree students are drawn into hands-on research early. MIT alumni have a long list of achievements. One example is Robert Noyce, who co-invented the integrated circuit, a foundation of modern computing. Studying at MIT is a challenging experience that gives you a bit of everything. Much of your time is spent thinking hard and working deeply, often indoors, often for long stretches. Then you step outside. The river, Cambridge and Boston are right there. Winters are cold and sharp. They focus the mind. Summers open the place up with long days, light evenings and space to breathe between study sessions. In the end, university life is not something you can measure or rank. It is personal. The best universities do not define you. They give you the conditions to discover your true potential.